Listen, I want to go back to India. I want to get into that kiosk again. I want to see those people, those who are not worried about tomorrow. I want to just hang out with them and have a sip of chai next to a small tea stall where everybody is just chit-chatting in the morning, just by the Ganges somewhere, where the day rises and people jump back in the Ganges and they're just happiest people alive on the planet. Yes, I want to go back there. I want to take that early morning stroll on the bank of Ganges, all those ghats, all these small tea stalls, all the people offering prayers to the Ganges. I'm going to go back to India again, to the Ganges. I may have been here hundreds of times. I won't miss any opportunities to be back here again. There were many expeditions set to find this particular place in order to find that, where that great soul is. So whoever traveled back in the days, the monks from Japan, China, all over the world, that there were many expeditions to find this particular site. And I'm talking about 300 BC. They wanted to come here and take the relics back to their native countries. So there were monks. I've read about a Japanese monk who actually sailed for 3 months to find Indian subcontinent, and many more. There were Koreans, there were Chinese, and as I told you, that this site has been a very, very important site for all the Buddhists from all around the world, and they still visit here to pay the homage to the mighty Buddha. So the pilgrimages are still sort of happening. This is just not the right time to be here because it's summer and it's stinking hot, obviously.
The path that leads to enlightenment, it's not going to be easy. And we are about to find out.
It's heat or you're just sleepy?
It's heat.
Heat.
I think it was one of the most switchbacks we did in one day.
Yeah.
I think we should have started a little bit earlier this morning. So the initial plan was to start at 5, I think.
Then 6:30?
Then it postponed it to 6:30.
Yeah, we left at 8.
So it happened to be the Nepalese New Year. Happy New Year.
Welcome to the future.
And road was fantastic. Like less traffic and endless twisties. Apart from, we have just come down now. So obviously the temperature have changed dramatically. This is probably the first stop we have taken where we are sort of sitting and soaking in the view, which right in front of us is the Lumbini garden where Buddha was born. This is the birthplace of Buddha. So we definitely want to be taking a bit of time here because this place is very special. And the whole journey from Pokhara to here has been phenomenal, apart from heat and not feeling 100%. I think the plan is we haven't decided yet. I think probably we're going to have overnight here. So tomorrow, I don't know, that's what we keep planning all the time. And plan keeps changing all the time. What the fuck are we doing? बाइक जान्छ भित्रै बाइक त भित्रै जान्छ त्यो उतापछि बाइक जान्छ जान्छ बाइक जान्छ मन्दिरतिर We are finally at Lumbini. This place is very special for anyone who is following Buddhism from all around the world, and as well as to me. I have been waiting for a long time to come back here. There's this one prince born around in this area of Lumbini, which is recognized today as Buddha, the Enlightened One. So we are actually on the journey, which is basically on the footsteps of Buddha. So it started from today onwards. We are now going to visit the place where he was born, and further on we'll be heading towards where he got enlightened and where he went beyond the heaven called parinirvana, and the place where he gave his first sermon. That day would have been a very special day when the Mother Earth conceived that supreme human being. So this is that very place where Buddha was born, and there's not much to see in there though, but you can see a lot of the ruins of the palaces around here. It's just so powerful that when you actually recall the whole history of that supreme being who once upon a time walked on this planet Earth. This whole ambience here is very energetic. Doing night meditation is one of the things, and walking meditation is very effective as well. Nothing have changed, but a lot have changed at the same time as well, because I think I am feeling the same sort of emotions which I had 20 years ago.
If I consider myself something different, you create yourself as a prisoner. More inner strength there and more sort of confidence of purpose of life and fulfillment about that purpose, then you always feel happy.
It has to happen at 6, because after 12 it's getting stinking hot. We want to make sure that the big portion of the ride is done till 12. So later in the afternoon we can just sort of slow down and can take it easy. Sweating like pig, and
we have this situation that bikes are illegal here.
yeah, you actually need to get the permits. So the permits, I think we have overstayed in Nepal by 32 weeks or something. So we won't be crossing borders from the official border crossing. We just need to sneak out and find a way to get to the other side. Today will be the last night here, and tomorrow early morning, we'll be saying you hello from the other side of the world.
आईडी देखेंगे, हाय हेलो करेंगे, फिर भगा देंगे यहाँ से। सर काठमांडू।
Bitches just woke up and be a star.
Man, if you are new in the town, you're the rock star. We played like a video game, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Couldn't see anything. I mean, everybody's riding in the high beamer and you can't see anything.
You don't like riding in the dark, right?
Well, if I have two options, I wouldn't ride in dark. It's
And
not fun.
and you end up with green.
What better you can expect?
To me, it was beautiful, right?
It was. I mean, till the sunset, it was very beautiful. I mean, if we were doing this whole section in the morning or with the daylight, it would have been amazing. But just the traffic is fucked.
You can hear it everywhere.
Just like the typical Indian cities. And now fucking parked at the roadside, and
So when we started from Lumbini, we actually see like very less people and more places like spaces.
and now all of a sudden fucking we are in the shithole.
You are going very fast, right, in the morning. What happened?
I don't have any idea. I think we had only one stop, lunch, and then
If you plan to run down the Ganges, where did you get the idea from?
it just happened. It was not planned at all. Probably gonna crash here tonight and tomorrow to BodhGaya. Someone is late. Still fucking around with his motorcycle. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. We're supposed to leave around 6 and now it's already 8. Starting now from Patna, BodhGaya straight away. I think it's 150 kilometers.
I think we can do it in 2 hours.
Man is very confident that he's going to do it in 2 hours. Let's see how the traffic situation is and how the temperature would be later in the day, because it's getting stinking hot around here. Anyways, so yeah, all in all, we're ready to roll. Let's go. Cheers. All right, folks. So we're on, and yeah, we'll keep you posted whatsoever is happening with us here on the road, and especially the temperature is fucking annoying. See you later.
Getting out of Patna was hard work. Getting into Patna was hard work as well.
Yeah, this morning was fucking hell.
I know subconsciously there is something traveling with me. And then I see on the other side of the road, holy shit, there was a guy on a 200cc motorcycle
His
and
wife.
looking at me. And I'm like, am I on the wrong side? Both lanes works both ways. Everybody's just coming and going. Like, holy shit.
Right, I think we did good stuff in the morning. Well, we finally made it to BodhGaya. So we're gonna grab some drinks, and before we head inside the complex, just gonna find the toilets, man. That spicy curry is fucking me up. All right, so let's get in. This is that very gate, entrance to the Bodhi temple, where the Prince Siddhartha entered as a prince and walked out from here after 7 weeks of meditation as the enlightened one. And that transit of 7 weeks just transformed the whole scenario of the human history and the human reputation, or founded a new religion called Buddhism. Once he attained the enlightenment, then he followed with his 4 disciples and gave them the first ceremony.
ये जगह बुद्धिज्म का सबसे पवित्र जगह है, जहाँ पे आज से 2600 साल पहले ज्ञान की प्राप्ति मिली थी। ज्ञान की प्राप्ति जिस जगह पे हुई थी वो पीपल का ट्री है, जहाँ पे ज्ञान की प्राप्ति मिली थी। तो जब बुद्ध ने 29 के एज में 29 वर्ष का अवस्था में अपने घर को छोड़ दिए थे, तो घर को छोड़ने के बाद जब सिद्धार्थ यहाँ पे आए थे सर, तो उस समय यहाँ पे टेम्पल नहीं थे सर, कुछ नहीं था। हाँ। उस समय ये जगह का नाम उरुवेला जंगल था, उरुवेला। इस जगह पे भगवान बुद्ध ने लोगों के कर्म के बारे में बताया गया था। बुद्धिज्म में कास्ट नहीं होते सर, बुद्धिज्म में कास्ट को हटाते हुए बोला गया था कि मनुष्य जन्म से नहीं कर्म से महान होती है।
They completely abolished the whole system of caste and the differences. For them, everybody were equal actually, and one of the reasons that they actually set themselves apart, it's because of they didn't really follow that whole hierarchy of the religion, of the society, or they set themselves apart.
अहिंसा परमो धर्म के मतलब होता है ज्ञान सर, क्योंकि हमारे अंदर में सारे के अंदर में ज्ञान है। बुद्ध ने लोगों को पूजा पाठ के लिए नहीं बताया गया था, मेडिटेशन करने के लिए बताया गया था। तो इस जगह पे बुद्ध को जो ज्ञान की प्राप्ति मिली थी सर, वो लोगों के ध्यान करने के लिए बताया गया था।
Yeah, there's a tree behind the temple. So yeah, it's being said that that's the spot where he sat, and eventually that under the tree that he actually received the enlightenment. We are here attained the nirvana. Yeah. If you have been following a little bit of Buddhism, whether it's Mahayana, Nihana, or Gelugpa, Kargyupa, and all the different sects. So this is the very place where everything started. I mean, I've always wanted to come here, and the fact is that I've been studying a little bit of Buddhism, and how up in Spiti Valley and Ladakh, they all talk about Buddhism, and it's more of like Western Tibetan Buddhism. But when I started to read about the Harman Hisse, who has done a bit of study on Siddhartha, so he mentioned about all these places, Gaya and Lumbini, Kushinagar, all the places. And I always wanted to come and see and witness and be here in these places where once upon a time that great enlightened one has walked on this part of the world. We are walking out of here with the newly grown leaves of Bodhi tree, hoping that I'm walking a little bit wiser, a little bit of compassionate, and more tolerant person out of this great place. Really heavy energy, and I really feel very grounded here, and always wanted to come here. I mean, 20 years ago was the first time though, so I made it the second time and nothing has changed. I feel really amazing. I mean, hope that you guys, those who have been following Buddhism or traveling in these areas, please just get some more time and have a bit of closer look on your maps. These are the places you want to make sure that they actually are on your bucket list and you do travel here once in a lifetime, because these are the very special places. I mean, come on. The Prince Siddhartha walked out of here as the enlightened one called Buddha. It's getting hot.
Right is
Sleepy, dizzy. But can you imagine? Fucking sleeping.
it was good.
Nothing else to fucking eat around here. So better be eating like locals. Spicy as fuck. We made it to the Ganges. So people like Ajay Kashyap can see where the hell am I and what I'm doing and the places where I'm going. तो आप ये सब कुछ अब आज के बाद जो है हमारे YouTube चैनल पे देख सकते हैं.